Welcome to LibCasts, a series dedicated to exploring current technologies, concepts, and resources of interest to libraries and museums. Today I'm going to take you through a two-part exploration of HistoryPin. The best way to gain a real understanding of new technology is to take a look at it hands-on. Therefore, in part 1 of this LibCast, I'll provide a brief introduction to this collaborative platform and will take you through a demonstration of just how it works. In part 2, included as a separate recording for ease of reference, we'll explore some key implementation examples from libraries and museums, and we'll examine some of the ways you can incorporate HistoryPin into your library or museum projects. So, just what is HistoryPin? HistoryPin is a global community collaborating around history. The project was developed by the not-for-profit We Are What We Do in partnership with Google. On the site, users can upload photos, videos, audio recordings, and recollections, and can pin them to a date and time on the HistoryPin map of the world. The project was beta launched in June of 2010, and then launched globally in July 2011. So far, nearly 237,000 photos, videos, audio files, and stories have been shared by more than 46,000 users and 1,000 institutions from all over the world. HistoryPin's goal is to eventually become the largest global archive of human history. Now, to the important question of just how it works. Most of the time, you'll want to start on HistoryPin's map page. Here you can search HistoryPin by location. You can then refine further by date range, or even by subject. For example, I've begun a search here of all the items available for Brooklyn, New York. Now, if you wanted to refine your results further, you could select a date range. For example, you could look for all the items available between 1840 and 1950. You could refine even further by searching by a subject. For example, if you wanted to find all the items tagged as a church in Brooklyn. Just keep in mind that not all images are tagged yet, and therefore you may find better results if you don't refine too far. In addition to searching through others' materials, HistoryPin will also let you pin your own. HistoryPin makes it easy to organize anything you pin onto your own branded channel. Here you can point users to view all of your materials in one place. Visitors can search by channel name, or they can browse by feature channel. You can even provide a direct link to your channel from your website. Here is an example of a library focus channel, that of the Inverell Public Library. As you can see, viewers to your channel can share your site with social media outlets such as Google+, Facebook, and Twitter. They can even become a fan of your page. You can brand your channel to connect it to your library's other online presences, just as this library has done here. Materials on HistoryPin can be further refined in one of two ways, either as a collection or as a tour. Collections are clusters of content around a particular topic or event. For instance, this collection was created to highlight changing facial hair fashions through time. Tours, on the other hand, are organized to lead the viewer step by step through a series of items, exploring a narrative that links them together. Here, users can journey through a place, era, theme, event, or even personal story. Take, for instance, this tour around Bath that illustrates the impact from the 1942 Blitz. Tours can be viewed through Map View, through List View, or as a Tour View. In Tour View, you will see that you can view items progressively through the tour. If the item is pinned onto Street View, you can fade in and out. And you can even view audio clips through a tour. Of course, the key element of HistoryPin is that of pinning. And for the next few minutes, I'll show you just how easy it is to add a new photo to HistoryPin. For this example, I decided to use a photo I'd taken of the old Excelsior Power Company built at 33 Gold Street. The process is really rather simple. First, you select the type of media you want to add, in this case a photo. Then you upload your photo. HistoryPin will allow you to just drag the image over, like so. It'll take just a few minutes for the photo to upload. Once you've uploaded your photo, you can click the button Pin to Map. This will allow you to begin to add details, such as your title, a description, tags. You can also select your copyright licensing. For example, if you want it to be all rights reserved or a Creative Commons license. You can include your copyright holder. You can put a direct link to the image, and you can also indicate the author of the image. The next thing you want to do is select the date. Here I took this image on July the 5th, 2011. If you're not sure about the particular date that your item was created, then you can select the button I'm not sure. Just keep in mind, to make an item appear on the map, you do need to add both a date and a place. The next thing you'd want to do is find the location of your image on the map. To begin, you start by searching by location. Here, I'll search for 33 Gold Street and click Find it on the map. Once you've gotten close to where the image actually is, the next thing you can do is click on the I'd like to pin this to Street View button. This will allow you to zoom in further. Now, if your image was taken indoors or in areas hard to pin to Street View, such as inside a large park, you can choose to deselect the Pin to Street View box. If you do have an image that you can include Street View on, however, I would highly recommend it, as this option allows viewers to use the fade in and out, and better allows them to compare changes within an area through time. It also allows them further detail and just that feeling of closeness to the image. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit further into the image to help me better arrange my photo. The navigation pane here will allow you to scale or move your item, for example if your image is too small. It'll allow you to trim unwanted areas from your photo. You can also fade in and out to make sure that you're aligning it properly. Now I'm going to stretch mine just a little bit further and line it up just about here. As you'll see, one thing that HistoryPin doesn't allow you to do yet very well is to properly align a photo if it has a different perspective than the Street View does. So as you'll see here, my image is not perfect, but what you'd want to do in cases like this is just get your image as close as possible. Once you've got that image matched, then you click on the record position, and then you'll click the checkbox that lets you agree to their terms and conditions, and then you hit save and continue. And that's really it. The process is actually pretty simple. This is what your material looks like in detail view. You can also view it in Street View. As you can see, here's my image. And if you fade in and out, you can see the difference between the Street View and my image itself. Now that's really all there is to pinning. Now before we move on to part 2 of this presentation, let me just highlight a few other features of HistoryPin. First, the site doesn't just allow you to pin images. You can also pin videos and audio files. You can also view images in satellite view, which allows you to get a nice overhead perspective of what media is available. Visitors to the site can read the story surrounding an image. And here is an area where you can really help to highlight the stories behind your own institution's materials. So I would highly encourage you to take full advantage of this ability. Users can also view images that are close by, or they can view multiple photos in Street View. This is a great option for those wanting to explore available media for an area in a way that's really easy to visualize. And finally, HistoryPin has created a phone application that allows users to hold their phones up to the street. The app then uses the camera view to display nearby images. Users can select an image to view the full screen picture and to read the stories attached to it. They can even overlay the image onto Street View to create a historical comparison. Users can add images directly to HistoryPin from the app if they'd like. Finally, the app also allows the user the option to shake their phone to view a random image from around the world. This is a nice little feature that they've added. For more information, HistoryPin has created a useful introductory video that highlights more of their features. You can access this video through their About Us page. They've also created useful videos and PDF how-to guides to lead you step by step through the process of navigating and using the site. And you can find these if you scroll down to the bottom of their page and click on the how-to guides. That's really it for part 1 of this LibCast. Please join me for part 2, where I will discuss some of the practical applications of HistoryPin and its potential relevance to your institution. And for more information about HistoryPin, visit sjmccarthy.com and search for the term HistoryPin. Thank you.